Hi guys, Jeff back with another fan demonstration, and today we're going to do one of the fans that will not be going up for sale. This is one I've been looking for some time that will be remaining in my collection. It is a most likely 1950s Hunter R52, kind of the precursor to the Hunter Original. I say 1950s because I'm not entirely sure. It could be a little older, it could be a little newer. If anyone wants to chime in with more information, that would be helpful, so I can identify it, exactly when it was made. Anyways, this fan, I actually got it from a local antique dealer here in the mid-Michigan area. And after talking with him, it came out of a business in Detroit where it had been buried by a drop ceiling for years. And when the owner of the building was selling it, he had remembered that these were up there and took them down, and this antique dealer ended up getting one of them. So I believe, looking at this fan, that it was originally entirely chrome. It is an Adaptair fan. It has chrome hardware down here. The nose cap is chrome. Additionally, the original mounting hardware right here. As you can see, the canopy is also chrome, as is this decorative metal piece that slides over the cast iron pipe. So obviously the original paint's not, or the paint is not original. It wouldn't have come red. And I think eventually I will probably strip this thing down. I'm guessing the chrome's in pretty poor shape if it was chrome underneath, and might not be salvageable, but I'd at least like to clean it up and see what the chrome looks like underneath, because I am assuming the whole fan was chrome at one point, and then depending on condition we'll either leave it chrome or possibly paint it a different color. So this particular fan has one of the old style lavalier pull chains. It's actually a 3-speed version, and every single speed is basically high, as you're about to see in the demonstration. I'm currently using blades off of a late 70s original. The original blades that came with the R52 are right here. They're in very nice shape. However, one of them does have a crack in it, and the fan was wobbling quite a bit when I was testing it with these blades. So I'm going to go through, weigh them all on a gram scale, make sure they weigh the same amount. They're really not too warped, so I'm thinking the wobble is probably due to one of the blades being lighter, or possibly due to the crack. I'm not really sure. So anyways, that will be done in the future, but for now I wanted to do a video, so we're borrowing blades from this original. So we'll go ahead and run through the speeds. There's still a little bit of wobble here. One of these original blades is slightly warped too. Not too bad. Adaptair mechanism could need a little adjustment. It might have a slightly bent blade iron, and I could probably use some new rubber washers. I see some of the blades are actually missing them, so that might be causing some of it too. But anyways, it's running much better now than it was with the other set of blades. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up on high. This thing definitely seems to move a little more air than a normal original does, at least compared to the polished brass Adaptair that I have hanging in my living room. This thing seems to move a little faster. I would like to put this fan in my house. I haven't decided where, depending on how, I won't be hanging anywhere until I do something about this red paint, but a couple rooms upstairs I'm considering. Possibly the living room, although the brass goes a lot better with what I have in there already. So this is high. As you can see, a little bit of a wobble, but not bad at all. Not nearly as bad as we had with the other blades. And to be honest, I would be completely content hanging the fan with this limited amount of wobble and using it as is. This isn't something I would even bother correcting because it is so minor. So we'll go down one speed, and like I said, almost every speed on this fan still seems like high. They slow down a little bit, but this is a pretty powerful unit here. So now we should be on medium. And we will go down to the last speed, which is low. Which again, as you can see, even with this being low, it's still running pretty darn fast here. Much faster than you would find a one of the early 2.5 amp originals to run on low. Those would run at a much slower speed than this R52 does. And I'm actually going to turn it off and go back to high, and then we'll do the spin down from high. So here's off, high. And medium, low, off. And I'll be going through and taking this all apart, doing a full cleaning, checking the bearings and everything when I go to refinish it. Probably won't be for a while. I've got a couple other projects in line ahead of this one, but I didn't want to miss the chance to get one of these because they don't come up in Michigan very often, and I've been searching for one for quite some time. I buy and sell a lot of fans, but when I find antiques, I usually hang on to them. So as I said, this one will not be going up for sale. I'm going to hang on to this one. It's one I've wanted for quite some time. Finally got one, and yeah, I was pretty excited about it, so I wanted to make a video. Alright, so we're about slowed down. I'm going to go over here and stop the video once this thing slows down completely. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for this and other continuing fan-related content.